Hey everybody, tonight's dinner is going to be salmon. Well, we have two. We have salmon and mahi-mahi because some of us wanted salmon, some of us wanted mahi-mahi. So what I'm doing is preparing a pasta, which usually I don't do, just considering the whole 90-day challenge and shedding weight. But, you know, we all love pasta. What I've done is I'm going to go ahead and put in the garlic and let it cook while I'm talking to you guys about this other stuff. I like garlic, so I've probably got here about 7-8 cloves. It'll burn really easy. Trust me, I know. So we're just going to leave that kind of on low and just let the flavor come out a little bit. I also have some sea salt in here and fresh ground pepper in olive oil. So we're just going to let that do its thing here for a second. The pasta that I use is brown rice. And it's gluten-free because I tend to not do so well with gluten. And this is one of the better brands that doesn't get sticky and weird. I am not going to even try to pronounce that, but it's got a bunny on it. I mean, if that helps any. And it's purple and pink, so look for that. It's definitely one that I recommend. And for the garlic, I like these guys because they're already peeled and done. So look for these in the produce section. They make your life a lot easier. And it's just going to be with basil and some grape tomatoes. They're kind of sweet, and I've cut up in half and then in half again, about half of these guys here, all washed and ready to go. And the fish that we're using, because I like easy, so we have the salmon, again, is from Costco, and it's already seasoned, and so is the mahi-mahi. So this is really good stuff. And we've already got that cooked and ready to go, and then we're serving it with peas. So, but the pasta is definitely a favorite. So this is starting to cook a little bit. Whenever I go to a really good Italian restaurant, I look for this kind of dish that's done with the fresh basil and the tomatoes and just a little bit of garlic, because I love this stuff. And I try to cook this kind of dinner, any kind of pasta, more early in the day. Like on a Sunday afternoon when you're going to maybe do a lunch after church. It's going to be like an early dinner / late lunch, so you're not eating those carbs late in the day. And then if you're going to work out afterwards later in the day, that's even better, because then you can just burn that off. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw in the tomatoes. I've already got the pasta cooked and drained with a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't get sticky while it's waiting. And this pasta, the brown rice, it seems like you have to make half again as much as you normally would. It doesn't swell up like the other regular white pasta. So it just seems like I need to cook a little bit more of it to go the same distance. And then it tends to get really starchy in the water. So what I will do is, because I don't want to eat that starch, so when it's done, it cooks just like regular pasta. You know, as far as the way it cooks. I'll put it in a colander and I'll rinse it under really hot water to get all that starch off. I'll let these cook down a little bit. And while this is cooking down just a little bit further, I'll show you what the fish looks like. I'll go ahead and dish one out. This is kind of what they look like already done with the seasoning, and it's really good. So this is the salmon. We'll go ahead and scoop out some peas. You pasta lovers, this will be a really good one. Like I said, once a week, and not like a humongous plate of pasta. That's what gets you in trouble. You don't have to go really huge. Take up a lot more of the space, you know, so you feel like you're not depriving yourself. Make a nice big tossed green salad with like a vinegar and oil type dressing that's not, you know, don't go putting ranch on it or anything like that. That's going to defeat the purpose. So we're going to go ahead and dump the basil in. And it smells so good. And all you're going to do is take your cooked pasta and just toss it right in this, and you're done. You see, you don't have to completely deprive yourself of the stuff that you really like. This is the brown rice pasta all cooked up. Looks just like a regular spaghetti. Like I said, I put a little olive oil with that while it was sitting there so that it didn't get all sticky. So I'm going to turn that off. That's pretty good. Probably should toss a little bit more, but for time's sake, that gives you an idea. Get some of the good stuff in there. You know, serving about like that, that's not a huge meal, but you know, the huge meals is what's got us in trouble in the first place with needing to lose extra weight. So there you go. Salmon and pasta.